Defenseman Owen Gallatin returning to Maine. He sits down with us next on the Maine Hockey Report. And welcome back, everybody. This is the Maine Hockey Report, brought to you by the Hockey Podcast Network. I'm your host, Benjamin Kennedy. Thank you for joining us today. I am excited to welcome in defenseman Owen Gallatin, returning to the Maine Mariners for his second season. Owen, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you, Ben?
I am doing great, The summer is flying by. I'm looking at my pool right now, and I'm like, oh, we've got like 3 more weeks before I got to shut this thing down. It is amazing how fast summer has gone. But congrats to you for returning the new contract. How's the summer been for you so far?
Yeah, summer's also been fast for me. Doesn't feel like too long ago. I was just getting back from Maine, but it's been going well. I've been, training and working out and skating, the usual, but golfing a lot more this summer than the last few summers, which has been a lot of fun. And then just enjoying the weather. It's been a little hot, I guess, over in Minnesota here, but taking advantage of the nice weather.
Oh, awesome. And how is that golf game for you this summer? Is it looking good, or happy to get back to hockey?
Yeah, I think getting back to hockey will be best for me. I have a lot of fun playing, but I think part of it is I play with some really good golfers, and that makes me feel worse about my game too. But I have fun playing, so that's what matters.
Yeah. No, that's good. Well, of course, you are from the state of Minnesota, the state of hockey. Talk to us about some of those NHL players that you looked up to and followed as a child.
Yeah, so funnily enough, I was a big Detroit Red Wings fan growing up. So I mean, as far as Minnesota hockey, I was more of a Pavel Datsyuk and like Nicholas Lidstrom fan.
Sure.
But those were my kind of idols growing up. I had a fat head of Pavel Datsyuk in my room when I was younger. But Minnesota hockey, yeah, it's just so many players out there that it's kind of hard to pick one and model as my idol. But that was kind of a funny thing for me growing up. Was I was more of a Detroit fan than a Wild fan.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, there's no reason why you have to cheer for the home state team, right? We got a lot of people here in Maine a lot of Montreal fans. We got a lot of New York fans here. So, we do have a Detroit fan that's actually a season ticket holder for the Mariners, a friend of mine who's a big Detroit fan. So he's going to be very happy to see this video and see that you're a Wings fan. That's awesome. Awesome stuff. Now, of course, we know that, when you're a kid from Minnesota, you're born with skates on your feet already. But, when did that hockey journey start for you? And did you play other sports as you went up through school?
So I grew up, my childhood house, we had a pond in my backyard. So my dad was freezing that every winter and flooding it and getting it in skating shape. So probably around the age of 2, maybe like a month or 2 before I turned 2 years old, I was on skates out there pushing a chair around. My dad was helping me, and since then obviously I've been skating. But organized hockey started when I was 4 years old in Forest Lake, Minnesota. And then as far as other sports, I played baseball until I was around 13 years old, and I just found it boring, honestly. Just wasn't for me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Wasn't my pace, I guess. And I was on the middle school golf team at White Bear for a year. That was just for fun, playing with my buddies. And then I tried lacrosse for half a season, and just wasn't my pace either. I just liked hockey too much to be playing other sports as well, I guess, because there was summer hockey going on too, and that would conflict with baseball and lacrosse after a certain point. So I just chose hockey over those.
No, it's good to have that well-roundedness too of playing other sports. But yeah, there comes a point in high school where if you have any aspirations, you got to kind of pick one and go that direction. And I think you picked well. I do think you picked well. Of course, we go back to early November. You arrive here from Fort Wayne in that trade. What was the feeling for you when that trade went down, and were you surprised by it?
No, I was expecting it to happen. Just things weren't going great for me hockey-wise there, and I'd heard a couple of rumblings about teams that are interested in me. Mariners were not one of those teams. So when I was told I got traded to the Mariners, I was a little surprised at that. But it was a very welcome surprise when I ended up getting to Maine eventually, and it was a great fit for me. I loved the city. I loved the guys in the team, the coaching staff, and a lot better for me hockey-wise. So it was a pleasant surprise, and I'm happy that that's where I ended up.
As are we. 47 total games for you. I think just the one game in Fort Wayne and then the rest here in Maine. 17 points, but then 7 points in 14 playoff games. Was there a lot to adjust to for you coming from Fort Wayne to the Mariners? Because it looked like it was just a natural fit for you immediately.
Yeah, I mean, I think a little bit of it was I was starting behind the 8 ball coming from Fort Wayne, where I just wasn't. I think it was 10 games into the season or so I got traded, and I hadn't really touched the ice at all. So I think that was the biggest part of it, was just getting my legs under me again in game shape. But yeah, I mean, there's systems that are a little different, and I had to mentally get used to the systems in Maine, as far as defensive structure and whatnot. But at the end of the day, it's hockey, so all of the reactionary stuff when you're out there and just making hockey plays, that's the same. But yeah, I think I got a lot more comfortable as the year went on. Regardless, just more comfortable playing minutes and making plays that I'm comfortable making, and that just comes with ice time and being in situations more and more throughout the season. So yeah, as the season went on, I got more comfortable and I liked my game a bit more.
It all comes down to this: a best-of-7 battle, and DraftKings has you covered every step of the way. The DraftKings Sports app is now available in all 50 states and includes all markets. Sweat every shift of the series all in one place with one app. New DraftKings customers sign up with code THPN, spend $5 to get 200 in rewards within 21 days. That's code THPN in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours.
With DK Sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 1-800-MY-RESET. New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. Connecticut, call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino in Kansas, that text pass-through may apply in Illinois. 21 and over. Void in Ontario. Event contract trading with DraftKings predictions involves risk of loss. Sportsbook bonus bets expire in 7 days. $50 in predictions dollars issued weekly for 3 weeks, expire in 1 year. Redeem one non-withdrawable reward. Availability varies. Predictions offer void in New York. Ends June 28th. Terms at dkng.co/audio.
Yeah, you certainly were very effective out there. Like I said, fit right in. Seemed like without any issues from what me and Mike could see from the booth. We go back to January though. You do get the call up to the American League, up to Hartford. Now, even though you didn't see any ice time there, what was that experience like for you?
Yeah, I guess it was cool that to see that my name's on the radar out there and that I was doing something right on the ice. But yeah, it was fun to see, I guess, what goes on in the AHL level and get a little taste of that. But obviously I would have liked to play, but just didn't work out. And I knew there was a possibility that I wasn't going to touch the ice, but it was fun. It was cool to see what goes on there. So I'm appreciative of it.
Now, did the coaches up there, did they say anything to you about what they'd be looking for from you, to maybe earn more of a full-time role in the A?
No, but I guess from that aspect, like Rick Kowalski talked in our exit interview, and he kind of gave me a few bits of advice on that. But when I was up in Hartford, it was kind of just thanks for coming, and we appreciate you coming, and we'll keep you on our radar. But that's formalities, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. Well, like you said, good to be on that list. We're always cheering for our guys to get those promotions. As much as we hate to lose players, we are always happy to see those former Maine Mariners go up either to Providence or another AHL team. And of course, we have a few that are in the NHL now as well. So we always like to see that. I would say, though, it was a very successful first pro season for yourself. What are you hoping to achieve this season from a developmental perspective?
Yeah, I think for me, it's always just more production. I think the player that I am and what my game is. I think a lot of it depends on my point production offensively. As long as I'm reliable defensively, I mean, reliability in the D zone is first always, but to really make an impact, I think I need to be on the score sheet. So I think just increasing production offensively is always going to be a focus for me.
Yeah, and I think you certainly had that in your game. We saw some of that last year, especially in the playoffs. 7 points in those 14 games, very effective. Of course, quite a roller coaster. I've talked to a few other throughout the summer about that roller coaster series in Wheeling. You know, the highs of the Adirondack win, and then the kind of the up and down with Wheeling. What are some lessons you can take from that experience and apply into the 26-27 season?
Yeah, and I think part of that goes along with what I was saying before about how the more and more the season went on, the more I was playing, the more comfortable I felt, and
Sure.
I thought my play got better as the year went on. Yeah, I mean, everybody knows that in playoffs, everything's just a little bit more ramped up. Like the play is a little faster, the intensity is a little higher, the compete's a little higher. But for me, I feel like I just can't get too fixated on thinking about my game has to be better, it has to be elevated. I feel like something that helped me was just keeping a calm mindset and not getting too worked up about, feeling the pressure to elevate my game. I think I was confident with where my game was at and keeping a cool head, especially in that Adirondack series where things were getting a little chippy. I think they got to us a couple games, but I mean, it was a super fun series. But yeah, going from that absolute war against Adirondack into Wheeling, who's another really tough opponent. That was definitely a crazy schedule because there weren't too many days off in between, and with travel and everything too. So it was tiring, but it was a lot of fun going through those battles with the guys on my team.
Yeah, two very different teams that you played. I mean, we know what Adirondack's all about, rough and tumble. And I know for me, thinking back, talking to Mike in the booth on the broadcast, I was getting frustrated with just all the all the shenanigans that was going on. It's like, can we actually go back and play hockey, or is Adirondack just going to keep doing this? But hey, you guys got through it. Big signature win for the team. And yeah, what a crazy schedule that was for you guys. I mean, I was only with you on the home games, but nuts kind of schedule that you had. So, well, Owen, we cannot wait to see you back at the Cross. We know we're going to be back there soon. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your summer to join us today.
Yeah, thank you, Ben. I'm really excited to be back. I think it's probably about a month and a half now.
That's awesome. Yeah, we're getting close. I'm getting to that point where I need some hockey. I'm done. Yeah. I'm ready. So
soon enough.
Well,
yeah.
Well, good. Well, Owen, thank you again. And everybody, thank you for watching and listening today. If you haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe button down below. Helps me out, helps the channel out big time. And until next time, everybody, be kind, show love, and God bless.